Hey, Corey, this is Brian Baker from Bad Religion.
Yeah, Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
So happy that you're taking time out for us today, Brian. We really appreciate it.
Oh, are you kidding me? I love, places that I haven't played very often are so exciting for me. And I'm looking and I'm trying to find the last time I was Bluffs, and it's been forever. I think it's been 2014. I'm not in front of my computer now, but I was looking, going like, what is it with my life where I don't play these places as much as I would like? So,
2014, was that with the Offspring?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
And I know I had a Warped Tour show there, probably 2008 or 2009, but I'm not. As I said, I'm freeballing without a computer right now. How about that? That's a memory.
I was at both shows, and yeah, actually, only the Warped Tour only came to this market one time, and yeah, I remember you guys were on the bill. And
Right.
then I remember the show with the Offspring 2014, because I think the Offspring was celebrating their 20th anniversary of Smash or something like that. Does that sound right to you?
It's possible. There's always something to celebrate, isn't there?
There's something to celebrate for you guys this year as well. Let me set it up, of course. Bad Religion going to be here in the Metro October 13th. And it's been, of course, 4 years and a pandemic since the last album, 2019's Age of Unreason. But this year is special because it marks 30 years since the release of the album Recipe for Hate, which you guys are kind of celebrating that on this tour, right?
Well, I mean, it's funny. It's come up, and people have been asking me about it. And our celebration of Recipe for Hate, it's really like, when it's somebody's 42nd birthday. Like, do they have a party?
No.
You just go get some drinks, or just maybe, have dinner. And that's kind of how I'm looking at Recipe for Hate. I mean, we always, there are a couple tracks off that record that we like to play all the time. And in going into rehearsals for this tour, we've just gone back and looked at some stuff that we haven't played since the record came out. And we're going to have that handy, of course, because, there's a song called Portrait of Authority on that record that I can't imagine the last time we played it. That's one of my favorite songs.
That's one of my favorite songs, too. I'm so excited to hear you guys play that. I love that song. That's great that you guys are putting that on the set.
Yeah, for sure. And so, I think that, I don't know. I think we love our children equally. We don't have favorites.
So you're going to pull out some songs that you haven't played in a while, not only from Recipe for Hate, but other records. And I assume you're going to be playing some stuff from Age of Unreason and all the. I mean, you guys have 17 albums. I can't even imagine how difficult it must be to put together a set list.
Well, the key to doing that is that we change the set list every night, and so that keeps it interesting for us, of course. I just can't imagine going out and just doing the same rote performance every day. I think that's, kind of, first of all, it's not punk. And secondly, I'm trying to have a great time myself.
Yeah.
And so by changing it every day, there's always something interesting and new happening. And there are a lot of our fans who go to multiple shows. Yeah. And that is something I'm incredibly grateful for. But, if you're going to go to the trouble of traveling to see the band, you need to see different stuff. And so we manage this enormous catalog by touching on different stuff every day, and so far it's been working out pretty well.
For somebody who might be listening who isn't familiar with the music of Bad Religion, for example, we were giving away tickets to the show a couple of weeks ago, and I had a call a couple of days later from a guy who won tickets from us for Bad Religion, and I had a call a couple days later from him during our all request hour, and he's like, I won tickets to Bad Religion a couple days ago, and I have to admit, I'm not super familiar with the band. Can you play me a song or two so I can get familiar with the band? My question for you is, for somebody who's never heard the music of Bad Religion and they want to give it a shot, 17 albums, I can see where that might be a little overwhelming to a new listener. Where would you say is a good place to start?
Well, I would suggest that a great place to start for Bad Religion, to cover all of the ground, there is a record called Suffer that came out in 1988 that I think is an excellent representation of how the band began and is a roadmap for what it became in the 20s. So if you start out with Suffer, and then and this is certainly not, I'm not trying to sell anything,
right,
but the last record, Age of Unreason, which is our most recent release from 2019, shows you exactly where we are now. And I think that you'll find you can plug in that roadmap after, if you find that you are interested in both those albums, then you can go on a discovery tour of the stuff in the middle. But these are great representations of what Bad Religion is about and what we do.
By the way, next year is going to be your 30th year in the band. Is that right?
Yeah, I cannot believe this. Yeah, I thought I was good for like 3 months. Now here we are. I don't know, but yeah, it will be 30, and I'm grateful and shocked.
I mean, you've had an incredible career. You were a founding member, of course, of Minor Threat, Dag Nasty. You also spent time in the Meatmen and Government Issue, and nearly 30 years now, like we said, with Bad Religion. Is there a part of your career that you're most proud of?
Well, it has to be Bad Religion. Okay. The 30 years experience has been unbelievable, and the body of work, of course. Having been in the band that long, I've got to be part of so many more lasting releases. So Bad Religion, I think, is the overall winner, but I must tip my hat to the fact that, without Minor Threat, I would never have been here. Mm-hmm. And that was a band that I was asked to join when I was 15 years old in high school. And it was simply an after-school band, and it was, with some older kids. And we have zero expectation of anyone ever knowing what it was. And it was definitely, just sort of this lightning in a bottle situation that to this day, informs the way I play and the way that people think about my work. So I just, what a happy accident.
Right. Does it ever just blow your mind when you think about something that you did as an after-school activity as a teenager has so much lasting impact all these years later?
Oh, constantly. It's blown right now. I still, I'm smiling right now. I am so, it's just one of these things in life, and I'm just so fortunate to have been around for it and to be able to participate in it. And also, these are guys that I still have great friendships with now. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is all part, I guess, of the journey. I don't want to get too hippie on it, but It is just so great that people that I had been so close with for so long that we still are, and that we had the shared experience, and then here I am in Bad Religion with another group of people with the same kind of tenure. It's just fantastic.
On the phone with Brian Baker, guitarist from Bad Religion. Again, they're in town October 13th. Tickets available through Ticketmaster. 2020 saw the release of the book, Do What You Want. And for those who may have missed this, can you tell us about it?
Well, it's our story, as told by us to a man with a lot of pens and paper. And it is, I think, a really accurate overview of the origins and the continuing workings of Bad Religion told by each member. It's fascinating to me because there are things I learned about Bad Religion in our own book that I did not know until I had started to check out the galleys because, we spent a lot of time together, but still, secrets emerge.
Sure.
And as these things go, I think it's really, it's great for a fan. It's just the right balance of, it's not really salacious. A lot of rock books tend to be other people who weren't in the band saying how important the band was to them, mm-hmm. That kind of model.
Yeah.
And our book isn't that. Our book is, I think, a little bit more of it's sort of a living history, and you hear and learn a lot about the individuals from their perspective rather than, the praises of musicians who have been influenced by the band. I think I'd rather just hear what the band was thinking about. So.
All right. Yeah, again, that's called Do What You Want. It came out in 2020. It's out there and available now. And Brian, we're looking forward to the show, October 13th. Bad Religion. Tickets available through Ticketmaster. After this tour, what's next for Bad Religion?
We're going to go to South America. So we have a pretty extensive run down there in December, but we're looking forward to being back in the States. I believe in April there's some information to be released, which I cannot do today here.
Okay.
But that may put us back in that neighborhood. So, I'm just grateful for the opportunity, but it looks like the beat rolls on, and here we go.
Any new music brewing?
New music is being written. There's always something going on, and Brett and Greg have a number of songs together. So I'm looking forward to a 2024 recording, or at least the process starting, of yet another Bad Religion record to add to the canon.
Awesome. We'll be looking forward to that, and we're looking forward to the show, October 13th, Bad Religion. Tickets available through Ticketmaster. And Brian, just want to say thank you so much for taking time for us today. We really appreciate it. We're looking forward to the show.
Hey, thanks so much. Looking forward to the show.